Hi, I'm doing my cultural plunge today.
Mm-hmm.
Equity in education. There are two main focuses when it comes to equity in education. Number one is the fairness, in which to do with one's personal conditions, because everyone is different, and that it should not interrupt one's success in their academic pursuit. Number two is inclusion, where everyone should be involved in one way or another that helps build on their academic success. Many schools still have inequity due to students having low socioeconomic standings, race, gender, and or disability. There are also many more impacts on equity in education, which are historical context of location, people, and structure. The past can shape someone's outcomes in their education system. Now, as you can see, there is a lovely picture of equality, with everyone having one box, and equity as what we want in schools for students having what they need throughout the system. So tall person saying someone that already knows the information and all that to do with the subject doesn't need as much help, where the middle person may need some help and then the shortest person may need a lot of help, so they get exactly what they need to their liking, where the reality is that the tall person gets lots because some schools there's lots of money running throughout it, and they help their brighter students before their students that struggle, and that is the reality of it. Identity, belonging, and inclusion. I think after now done the interview, identity is different for everyone. I asked the interviewee what he thinks are his main influences when he was growing up. His main influences was his grandparents, who took a big part in his childhood. I thought this is so different to me, who my main influencer was my auntie, because she was so independent and carefree, and I always looked up to that when I was growing up. As I thought, me and the interviewee had similar ideas to what identity is, by it being the qualities, personality, looks, and expressions that make a person who they are. My idea of belonging is everyone in a group or circle of people that could be friends, family, or work. The interviewee thought the same as me. From speaking to the interviewee, he didn't have a good experience at school, but did have good friends at school that he could go to and have fun and do all the things you do at high school. I think inclusion is letting everyone join in without judgment. The interviewee thinks along similar ideas of me of what inclusion should look like and be. It surprised me that by high school he already felt who he was because of past experiences and the way he was brought up, compared to me, who is still figuring out their identity and had a different bringing up of figuring out how identity plays a role in my life. As I thought, the interviewee had the same answer as me to do teachers affect students' identity. That is yes, because they are role models, and the teacher was with them for such a long period of time, so they get to know the children, and the children get to know their teachers throughout the year. Identity and culture. I think with my identity I need to be more self-aware to help become and have more critical conscious. As from Susan Chipotle says, it is teachers must also work to become critically aware so that they can be better guided our students in developing a critical conscience. I think from my own experiences that culture is important to some people, but not everyone, which is okay. I think that when it comes to education, opportunity to share and feel proud of one's culture is important for students to help them develop in many aspects of feeling belonged and included and all those types of aspects. I think from reading the article New Questions for Contemporary Teachers Taking a Socio-Cultural Effect to Education is that we should allow students to share their culture, be proud of it, but also teach them to respect each other's cultures and not show racism, because racism's been a big thing in a lot of cultures, and we have to educate the students, and universities educate teachers how to deal with these type of things. Overall, I think identity, culture, belonging and inclusion have a big impact on a person throughout their life and will play a big role in their education. It's important to promote students to find out who they are, to be proud of their culture and to find a place where they belong and feel included.